Hi guys, and welcome back. So yeah, I say welcome back. This is actually a different games room. So yeah, I'm actually in a different room than I was before. It's not just been a change of scene or anything like that. One morning I got really bored and decided to change rooms around a bit. So this has got a bit of a bigger room. And I thought it would be all nice and easy. I'll get it done within one day. Did it? Fuck, it took me a whole week. And there's still like little bits and pieces I need to sort out just to make it exactly how I want. But now I've got enough space to put like two or three Billy bookcases extra. So that is going to be good. So I can now effectively have a few more years worth of collecting without having to worry about like double stacking or anything like that. Plus, I just feel like a lot better in this room. I've got natural light over here where before, where the room was, it was... the neighbours were overlooking, so I never wanted to open the windows, well, the curtains. But now I've got a blind. I set up my blind, which I've had for a year, that it just took me forever to put up. But I decided to put it up, and now I can adjust the light, and when it's nice and summery again, I'll be able to just use natural light if I do videos. So yeah, it's all quite nice. And not only that, I've even put some disco lights in. I say I have. Where's it? It's not even working now. So I can change colours and everything like this with a click of a button. A la Lee. So yeah, pretty cool. Like I'm really impressed with what I've done so far. It's like I say, it was a lot of hard work. So yeah, lots of these to keep me up and going and stuff like that. But yeah, about what, 2 weeks ago or something, I said I had like a pickups video that I've got like knocking about, ready to come, and I didn't do it because I just got distracted by this. And that's why I was doing them collection videos, because it was just nice and easy. Didn't have to worry about anything being tidy. I say tidy, it's all a proper mess down here still. I mean, it's not as bad, but it's still a bit of a mess. Fidget's come to say hi, and with that, let's get going, shall we? Let's show some of the stuff that I've got. So I think what I mentioned is I went into my Car Booty Man's lockup and I picked up a few games and everything like that from his lockup rather than the market and stuff like that. So yeah, some interesting stuff. Like I say, I got one of my personal grails. I mean, it's not like the hardest game to find or anything like that. It's just one that I really, really wanted to tick off my list. And a pretty rare sports game that I got from there as well. But yeah, I've got lots of stuff in between. It's all PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. I did have more stuff than this, but I actually can't remember what it was or anything like that. I think there was stuff that was a bit more cartridge based, I'm sure there was, but I might be wrong. I put everything away and I was just going to sack it off and then just start like doing a pickups video again from what I've collected since this room has been made up and everything. But do you know what? There's some good stuff here actually, and it would be a shame to sort of like not show it off really. So yeah, without further ado, what we're going to do first is we're going to go Sega first, because Sega's awesome, isn't it really? It's Sega and Dreamcast. Yeah, I've got some Dreamcast for a change. But yeah, I'll try and like my best to say if it's come from eBay or if it's come from the car boot guy. So yeah, because there's a bit of a mixture of everything really. So yeah, I'm just having this. I'm a bit knackered. I've been playing games all morning. I've been playing my Saturn and I've been playing like well, Mega Drive and SNES since I've set it all up here. I've got everything set up nice and easy. I can just press a button and it'll just change between system. It's brilliant. I should have set this up ages ago as well as I did today. So yeah, anyway, I'm just slowing everything down now. So right, what have I got? So first up, a game that I've actually been playing and I don't think it's even in here. A great Sega Saturn shooter. It's kind of like a staple really, and it's Dodonpachi for the Sega Saturn. So yeah, I've got Donpachi, which I've been playing for the YouTuber's high score, and I got really addicted. That was a really great game for like, because it's all about the combos to get the scores exactly how you wanted it. In fact, I played it that much, I actually broke my joypad, which don't worry, it was one of them retro bit remake ones, so it's not so bad really. But yeah, I got myself Dodonpachi, and what do I think of it? Because I have been playing it. Yeah, this is bullet hell. This is the first true like crazy bullet hell that I've actually really played. I mean, a lot of Saturn games that people would consider bullet hell. I mean, even Dodonpachi is, but this is just absolutely crazy, and it's a flipping wonder to watch and play. But yeah, I don't think I'll be playing it. Well, I don't think I'll be 1cc in it anytime soon because it's just so hard. But it's just like, I just love watching these crazy patterns just unfold in front of you and trying my best to try and avoid it all. So yeah, great game, and go from a great game to a not so great game. Again, I'm trying to, I've not really said it, but in the back of my mind, I would love to get all the Saturn shooters. And with that in mind, I got myself Planet Joker. So not one that people really know about, but I think the cover looks awesome, to be honest. And it's a really cheap one. It cost me like just less than 30 quid posted from Japan. So yeah, really pleased that this has come. So again, spine card and everything like that. Again, like, it's crazy some of the things that you can get at the prices that they are. So this is sort of like a 3D isometric shmup. Not quite like Panzer Dragoon. It's more like a proper shooter, but like in the viewpoint of Panzer Dragoon, probably. I'm going to probably try and put some videos on these, because that'll do a better job at explaining it than me. But yeah, for the price, I don't think it looks too bad. Like I say, I just love all the artwork on it and everything. And yeah, it's probably, I'm not going to probably enjoy it as much as Dodonpachi or my next games or anything. But yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Yeah, I've not actually played it yet, so I can't really comment too much. So next up, let's have a sip. Next up, a game I'm very indifferent about. This one is quite a juicy title, as people say, a heavy hitter. I remember seeing this on Daz Cajon, flipping can't say it, whatever it's called, shmups and stuff nowadays. And yeah, I thought I'd pick it up because it just looked really good. Every video that I watched, it's been really good, and I've played the prequel quite a lot on the PC Engine. So I was really excited to get this. And I can remember speaking to Craig's Here Again about it ages ago, and he was like, it's not that good. But I got it anyway. I got a great price on it. It was up for like a lot of money for ages, and it just wouldn't go down. And I asked a cheeky bid, like backdoor, because he didn't have the offer, make an offer or anything. And I was like, we accept this. And he was like, no, how about this instead? And he upped it 10 quid from what I asked. So it wasn't too bad. Like I say, I would never be able to afford this if it wasn't for him doing that. It wasn't £35 like it says on the back. It was a bit more than that. And it's Kuriemko, I can't flipping say it, Kyoki Tiger 2 Plus. So yeah, I'm very indifferent about this. It's so hard. I think the problem that it is I'm playing it in just the normal screen mode, whereas this probably really could do with getting played in Tate, because I noticed the first time round I was playing it, I was getting to enemies that I couldn't kill at all. I'd start shooting them at the top of the screen, and they'd get down to the bottom and they wouldn't die. And it wasn't like there were bosses or anything like that. That was like every other enemy, and I was like, I just couldn't understand it. So I watched a video about it, and he explained a few things. I'll put a link to this guy as well. It's called something Cuddly or something. He's an American guy, and he said this is one of his favourite games actually for the Sega Saturn. Again, he hated it to start with, and what you need to learn to do is it's one of them games where a bit like Dodonpachi, but not as well implemented, where if you hold the button, the bullets keep firing, but they're a bit weak. But if you keep pressing the button, they get more like heavier and harder. And not only that, but there is 2 different ships, and you can't choose them. The only way you can choose them is by having the second one, by plugging it into the second controller, and that has got the best like weapons, I think, and he thinks, and I kind of agree. I was getting a lot further playing as that second ship. So yeah, it's one that I'm definitely going to be playing a few times to try and master it, because it's one of them. It's not a bullet hell. It is just you're very slow, and the bullets just come straight at you. There's no messing about. It's hard to dodge some of the bullets sometimes, but yeah, I really want to put more time into it and enjoy it a bit more like it should be enjoyed. So yeah, I'd like to say great game, but I'm not too sure. I'm just looking where Fidget is, see where he's going. So yeah, that's that one. I was trying to sit on everything. Oh, and before I get any further, before I keep getting flipping distracted by everything, it's like I've not done this for a while. Before I get any further, I'm going to do a couple of shout outs, because I keep meaning to do it, and just like I have now, I've completely forgotten. And not only that, I've kind of prepared myself. I've got like a crib sheet in front of me so I don't forget, and I nearly did. So first up, I would have loved to have shouted out Geordie/Gaming. He was a great channel. I was really enjoying watching his stuff. But unfortunately, he's taking all his videos down. He had a great like games room that it was just like a bit of everything. But not only that, but he had like figures, which I'm really enjoying watching just recently. So I can't remember what your name is, but Geordie/Gaming, if you are watching this, please come back. I know there's a lot of people who've been asking about you actually. So yeah, hopefully you'll comment to this or something, and just let her know that you're all right, really. And that's the main thing, I think. But yeah, next up, another guy, and I know a lot of people are trying to push channels over 100 subs, and one that definitely deserves it is Mike Shed. I've been watching his stuff for ages. I just really enjoy him explaining like his nostalgia, basically. I can't remember if I shouted him out before or not, or it might have been on one of the videos that I deleted. But yeah, he's a great guy from Manchester. You can definitely tell he's from Manchester. He used to put on like a little gaming market at one of my old places I used to go drinking in, which was called Fab Cafe. I think he did about 2 or 3 of them. But unfortunately, I never went to one of them, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I'm hoping once all this blows over, he's going to get back to that and put another one on. That would be great. I'm sure like now, like the YouTube community is getting as big as it is. Like, well, I say big, it always has been big, but there's quite a good underground surge of people like Mike Shed. And not only just with gaming, but I think he's very a nostalgia based channel. So he likes to talk about VHSs and films and stuff like that. Probably more so than games, to be honest. But yeah, I enjoy all that. It's not just about gaming with me. I love it. And then the third channel, or probably really just the second one, because unfortunately I can't really link to Geordie/Gaming. But yeah, VHS bootleggers. We've got 3 guys on this channel representing South, Middle and North England, all talking about like just underground films or films that you might not have seen. And yeah, they'll just do like a video review, one after the other sort of thing, or sometimes all 3 at once. I've only just got into these. I think I've only got like about 20 subs or something like that. So yeah, it'll be great to go over there and give it a watch, especially if you love watching films and stuff like that. I want to see a new film that you've not seen before. 3 great guys, and yeah, Mr. T is one of them. So yeah, let's get back to my pickups, shall we? Yeah, where are we? I don't know. What shall I show next? I think all this is from the Car Beauty Man now. In fact, I think everything is from Car Beauty Man. I think they were the only eBay stuff. So that was quite good. I did quite well. I did all my eBay stuff first. So, we have got... I'll do this one first. We've got 3 Ramcart Sega Saturn games. And these are super cheap. I think I paid 50 quid for both of them, which is really good. And the first one is Samurai Showdown, but I don't know which one it is. I think it's free, but I'm not 100%. Yeah, really cool. I just love the artwork on these, and it's so cool to get like a bigger one. Unfortunately, it's got a bit of sun fading on the side, but for like, what, 25 quid, you can't really grumble at that, really. And it's all about the game, really. I mean, the front of it just looks great. Unfortunately, these Ram Kart games, all of them, it's not just from here, they all have their instruction booklet, so like the front art, but they don't have back artwork or anything. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame, but I suppose they're not designed to be put on people's shelves, are they, really? They're supposed to be just put in here and then traded in once you've completed them. But we're just weird collectors. Yeah, I'll be having it front facing because I don't know if you can see over there. That's how I've kind of like, I'm enjoying like displaying my games at the moment. And next up, I've heard a lot of good things about this game. I've never played it, but I really fancy giving it a go, actually. Well, that's why I've got it, isn't it, really? And it's called Waku Waku 7. So again, the Ram Kart version of this. We've got like all the gubbins inside and everything like that. This one feels a lot heavier than that one for some reason. Don't know why. But yeah, this looks like a really cool anime style 101 fighter. And yeah, I've actually really got into some of the fighters. I got a big batch of them not too long ago. Well, it was a few months ago now. And I played quite a few of them. I played Samurai Showdown, the other one than that one, and one called Rabbit, which is really a crazy game, which reminds me a lot of this, but I think this is known as the better one. So yeah, really pleased to get this one. This one's not got any sun fading on, so that's quite good to have. Like I say, 50 quid for both of them I think was quite a good deal. So next up, we've got some Dreamcast games, and the first one I would like to apologise to Cinny Steve, because initially I was going to get this one. This isn't all from one visit from my car boot man, by the way. It is like probably about 3 or 4 different occasions. And this one in particular, it was a really nice day. And I remember Cinny Steve wanting this game, so I took a picture of it. And because I knew it was going to be expensive, so I didn't want to get it. And I want the Sega Saturn version. So I took a picture of it, sent it to Steve, and he was like, oh, how much does he want for it? So I was waiting to ask the question, and Steve was like, oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. And then I don't know what was wrong with him, my car booting man. He just asked, is this for me or is this for one of my mates? Because I've been buying stuff for him before. And I was like, yeah, it's Steve. He's bought stuff from you before. And he was like, okay. And he looked on eBay and he was like, £35. And I was like, 35 quid. I was expecting him to give like £100 offer, because this is quite an expensive game. Especially in the condition that it's in. So for £35, I said, do you know what? Sorry, Steve, I'm going to have to get this game myself. And the game in question is Twinkle Tail Sprites. So yeah, I don't know what was wrong with my car booting man. I mean, he does good offers all the time, but not as good as this. This is one that I definitely caught him slipping. But yeah, why we're saying about the condition, it's a sealed game. The seal is broken at the top there, but I mean, generally this is, yeah, it's a sealed game. I mean, there's no getting away with it. So for 35 quid, that is an absolute steal. Like I say, I would rather have the Sega Saturn version, and I know the reason why Steve wanted this is because this is the best version to get. It's got the least amount of slowdown and everything. So if anyone has the Saturn one and wants to trade it for this, let me know and we'll work out a deal. Or if you do want this, buy me the Saturn one and then I'll send you this. I mean, it doesn't have to be today, tomorrow, whenever. Just if you ever get a good deal on it, send it across. Just let us know. So yeah, next up, another Sega Saturn game. This one, it was recommended by Pete on a retro tip. I can remember him talking about this quite a few times actually. And yeah, my car booting man brought a new box of Dreamcast games, and this was in it, and I was like, that's amazing. And it's Zero Gunner 2. and again, this is sealed. This is perfectly sealed. This one is great. So yeah, this one, it plays a bit like Under Defeat, if people know that, on like the 360 and originally on the Dreamcast as well. Except I think this plays a little bit better than Under Defeat. I couldn't quite get into it. This, you have 360 movement with your helicopter. So the only problem is, I think this would be perfect for the PlayStation 2 with a dual stick. So you can really like point at where you want to go. But like I say, I've heard a lot of people say good things about this, especially Pete. And Pete's got good taste, I think anyway. So yeah, looking forward to giving this a go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to get myself a CD writer, because I daren't open this really. I daren't unseal it. I'd rather get a CD writer or a DVD writer and then make a burnt copy of it so I can play it and give it a go. And then this just sits nicely in my collection then. I know some people say can't do that, but when games are as old as this, it's just a shame that it's got like, what, 20 years without being opened? 19 years without being opened, this. It is 2001, it says on the back. Or I could even buy it myself a Switch and buy the Psycheo collection and play it that way. I don't know, there's lots of options. I don't know what to do. Yes, so. Swig that, because we've got a nice one, not an expensive one. This is cheaper than you would expect, really. It's not the best condition, but it's in okay condition, really. Especially for the front, which is what I want it for. I just like it just for the artwork and stuff like that. I know Scott Sega Zombie recently picked this up as well. Again, his is in better condition than mine. And it is Cyberbots. I've been wanting this for ages, ever since Kevin Wolford picked his up. Well, actually, it was Wooly Weeble picked it up from a charity shop, just the standard edition, and then sold it to Kev Wolford. And I was like, I can remember thinking Cyberbots was a sort of 3D fighter, but no, this is actually a sprite-based 2D fighter, and it looks absolutely stunning. By Capcom. It never came out over here in Nepal territory, so it's something that we wouldn't have ever seen. But yeah, this is such a cool addition. Let's open it up, shall we? I love the fact it's got like little crazy little characters and stuff like that, and the flaps. Everything has got like just a little bit of character everywhere. Just looks beautiful. It's a full fat disc. Do you know what? I'm gonna actually bring this out. It's got the artwork on the back under this one, so I'm actually going to bring that out. But yeah, it's got a couple of cool little things. So it's got a secret file, which is a sort of like a little pop-up. That's pretty cool. And it's got a really cool hard-backed art book. And yeah, they don't mess about with the art books over there. These are proper, true, cool art books. It's even got a little bit of a comic in it and everything. Not that I can read anything. It looks like it's got like fake adverts in it as well. And yeah, it's just really cool. It's just a really well made special edition. And like I say, this isn't that expensive. You can probably pick this up on eBay for about 40 quid. I've seen it go. So yeah, yeah, that's all my Sega Saturn stuff. So now we're going to go into the PlayStation 1 stuff. And we have got American and PAL games here. And like I say, a couple of these quite rare, really. Well, not rare. One of them's rarer than it should be. Beer Time, and we're here on Brewdog Ald IPA. So this is actually from Aldi. So let's have a taste. Yeah. Not really a massive fan of IPAs. I don't know if it's because I've had something so sweet, but this just doesn't taste like much. Still, I mean, it was like $1.40 or something, so quite cheap. It's just a shame that beer cans nowadays are so bloody small. Neck that in one, couldn't you? Next up, something that's pretty cool. We've been looking for getting one of these for ages, but this is the Japanese one. And yeah, again, I was speaking to Craig again about this, and he says the Japanese one is actually rarer than the PAL one, or at least in this edition. And it's the PlayStation 1 Joy-Con. So if you don't know what this is, I'm going to get all this out first and get to it. I probably should have prepared for this a bit better. But yeah, this is... No, that's not happening. So, yeah, I don't know if you can see, but it's a controller. What I'll do is I'll probably put a picture up. It's a controller that's got like a little dial in the middle, and that's like your steering wheel. But what's cool about it is it gives feedback. So when you're going around the corner, skidding around, I believe it feels like it's trying to turn back. So it's kind of cool. I can't wait to really give this a go. I shouldn't just have it on display. But yeah, the game itself, sealed. Everything's flipping sealed. Again, I'm hoping this works with my PAL games, because obviously I don't really want to unseal it just to play it. And it comes with a t-shirt. Now, this is a PlayStation t-shirt. Quite thick and everything as well. But I don't think this is the t-shirt that comes with the game. It should come with a t-shirt, but I don't think this is the right one, which is a bit of a shame. But oh well, I got it for fairly cheap, and I only wanted it for the Joy-Con. I basically paid maybe a little bit more than what the Joy-Con would go for standard, and that's what I wanted for. I wanted that and the Neg-Con as well, which is the one that like twists. So yeah, got 1 out of 2. I'm happy with that. So yeah, sit for that. Next up, we have got I think this is going to a few people are probably like, why have you got this? Well, when I start explaining it, and it's Luna Silver Star Story Complete. So this is an American RPG, and it's one I've been wanting to play for the longest time. I've heard so many great things. I think it started out on the Mega CD maybe. But yeah, it's... Yeah, the problem with this, if people know anything about this game, it's quite an expensive game, especially if you get it with the cover and everything like that, not just the disc version, like, because there's a bit of a bigger box with an art book and everything like that. That goes over 100 quid. This probably goes for about 60 to 80. I paid £5 for this. And you'll be like, oh, how did you get it so cheap? And the problem is, it's a 4-disc game, and I've only got 2 discs. Got 2 discs in here. So yeah, there's 2 discs missing. But what I thought is, do you know what? The way to play this, for me to play this game, I need to play it on a modded console. So I might as well just burn some discs and then just play it that way. And then I've got like a sort of half repro, half original game. Sat on a shelf, this looks original. So, I mean, that's pretty cool in my eyes. And for £5, it's definitely worth it for the box alone. It did have cracks on here, so I did replace the front cover on this. These are a lot easier to replace than the PAL ones, because they don't have any hologram or anything that you'd ever notice to say that this was American, well, a PlayStation game. So yeah, really pleased to get that for £5. And we're going to stick with American games and RPGs, and we're back with the Car Booty Man, because that was from eBay, that was. I think I forgot to say that. And first up, I think these both cost 50 quid. Quite a lot of money really, but they looked interesting. He actually tried selling me these ages ago, but I couldn't like afford it then really. But obviously I've been selling my 360, so well actually no, I got these before then, so I don't know what why I could afford it, or I think it was payday or something like that. I think that might have been it. And anyway, doesn't matter how I got my funds for this. They are, what is it, Threads of Fate, and it wasn't 99p from the charity shop. I actually used it. I had to again replace the case because it was a bit grubby, to be honest. But I mean, the inlay and everything like that is perfect. Sorry, I say inlay. These actually have the instruction booklets as the inlay. So yeah, it's quite cool really compared to our PAL versions. But yeah, it looks quite a cool little RPG. Like I say, I really like RPGs, and it's one that never came out over here, or at least I don't think it is. Squaresoft RPGs are never that bad, so really pleased to get that. Don't know anything about it, like I say, but about 25 quid. It's not too bad. I think it does go for more. But the one that definitely does go for more, I think this goes for more than what I paid for both of them. So this is pretty cool. I was actually watching Rapargar's channel, who's bloody stopped making videos again. He started doing it again when he moved house. He did a cool room tour and everything like that, and then he's bloody stopped again. And I noticed in his shows, he actually had this game. So I thought that's quite good advertisement for it. So I thought I'll pick it up, and it is Dragon Warrior Tonico, The Last Hope. I think this originally started on the Super Famicom, and it's sort of like a dungeon crawler RPG, sort of, what's it called? Roguelike, I think people call it. That's what I believe it's like anyway. So yeah, really cool. I thought it's pretty cool. Dragon Warrior, we know it over here as Dragon Quest. They called it Dragon Warrior over there for the longest time. I think there was some kind of reason behind the Dragon Quest name being used by a PC game, I think it was, or something like that back in the day. So they had to change it. But yeah, I love the Dragon Warrior games, or Dragon Quest games. So yeah, I just thought it'd be cool to add to my collection. And that is the American games gone. We've got PAL games now. There was actually more than this, but I can't remember which ones they all are. I went through my collection. I don't know, but we've done enough games. We don't need to show any more. And yeah, well, I'll show this first. So all of these games in his lockup. This is the reason why he doesn't bring these to the markets. He used to have his own. He used to have a shop back in the day, and I think I've shown it before. He basically has all his CDs, all the games, all the PlayStation 1s, all in CDs, all in little wallets and everything like that. And then he has all the inserts and everything like that in another crate, all in bags. So you have to like match them all up and everything. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain. And then I have to get the cases, which I have to supply them myself. Or sometimes if I just get one or two, he'll give me them. And I asked if I could get one game to like cannibalize so I can use the case. And he passed me this game, and I was like, do you know what? I'll just keep that for myself. Well, I gave him a £5 for it, and it was Ball Blazer Champions. And I was like, I've never really heard of this game before, but I looked at the back of it. It looked pretty cool. So it sort of looks a bit like, what's that bloody game called that people play now? Rocket League. It sort of looks like Rocket League or something like that. And I'm sure Ball Blazer did not start life on the Atari 2600, but looking at the back, I didn't realise, I've only just noticed this now, it's by LucasArts Games. So yeah, that's quite interesting. LucasArts Games, I bet not many people knew was around. So yeah, all complete and everything like that. So yeah, that was a nice addition. Like I say, he's got half sealed, half ones like this, whatever you want to call it, just normal, and then the rest are just like I had to get cases for. And this one I'm a bit sad about, because when I was looking into it, I thought it was completely complete, because a lot of his games don't have inserts, and unfortunately this was one of them, and it's Alfred Chicken. Now when I was looking in the baggie, I noticed the manual, and I saw like that, and I thought that was the front cover, because I think it was like that actually. I saw the chicken, and I thought that was the front cover, and it's just an advertisement. So a bit of a shame. But Alfred Chicken, yeah, it's quite a uncommon game. I wouldn't call it rare or anything. It's definitely not sought after. Although it's one that I did really want to get, because I've got a real soft spot for Alfred Chicken, which yeah, I really like. And supposedly this is a remake of the original. For some reason they remade this like 3 times. This time it's in 3D and supposedly the worst one. Probably why it is quite hard to find really. But yeah, I don't know if people know, but Alfred Chicken did like run for like government at one point. I think back in the day in the 80s or 90s or whenever it was, it was a lot easier to apply for like local elections or something like that. And Alfred Chicken, dressed up in his suit, actually went on stage and didn't lose. He actually came like second to last or something, which is pretty interesting, like bit of mythology. Is it mythology? Bit of something about history anyway. History of a game. Pretty cool. Definitely look that up anyway. It's quite cool. Quite a funny little thing really. And next up we've got the rare games really. And we've done a bit of a tootie with this one. So like I was saying, I was going through all the games and I noticed this one and it had no front cover. It had the manual, it had the back, and it had the disc obviously, but it didn't have the front cover. And I was like, how much for this sports game? And he was like a £5, and I was like, yes, thank goodness, because I know this isn't a cheap game. It can be, but I'll explain why in a second. So yeah, obviously I had to get a case for it, which was cool. I managed to get a case. I think I had one. In fact, I've got loads of cases now. For some reason, I've just, over the last few weeks, I've been building up good quality PlayStation 1 cases, all from like actual golf and soccer games and stuff like that. But yeah. So yeah, this is a £5 and it is World League Basketball. I think a lot of people would dismiss this, but I know this was a rare game, so I had to get it. Yeah, unfortunately, Mark, you're going to have to get it. It's number 626. The others, oh, and then this Ball Blazers 651 as well, so you need to get that one. Don't worry about Alfred Chicken. But yeah, this on Retro Collect back in the day, this is down for an ER, which is extremely rare, which not that many games are. And yes, you can say it's extremely rare, but there's only the English version that's extremely rare. The German ones or international ones are a lot more common. So when I looked at the back, I don't know if you can read there, but this was all in English. So yeah, really pleased to get this. Like I say, it didn't have the front cover. So how have I got the front cover? Because I've got the manual and the front cover. So what I did, I paid £5 for this one, and I think I paid £6 something for the German one. And I used the cover and the case for the German one, and I completed this nicely. So yeah, I've got, because the cover's exactly the same. It's all in English. Well, I believe it's all the same. There is a number down there, so maybe that might not match. But I mean, for me, it's good enough. And I'm going to be giving the German one to someone else as well. So yeah, really pleased with this. Yeah, it's rare. It's collecting rare games for rare games' sake, which I've said that I'm not going to do, because all of these games I do eventually want to play at some point. And that leads me on to my last game, which I've wanted in my collection for the longest time. And I'm just going to go out with it. It's the Misadventures of Trombon. So yeah, it's quite an uncommon game, and he had this fully complete. I didn't have to build it up, other than obviously get a case for it and everything like that. But yeah, I've been wanting this for the longest time, and he did me a great deal on this. He really did. Like I say, he goes to eBay prices, gets the lowest one, and then knocks some more money off. So yeah, really pleased with this. So thanks again for this, mate. I know you don't watch these videos, but if you ever did, really pleased with this one, because this is one I wanted for the longest time. So this sort of like is a prequel to the Mega Man Legends games, if you've never seen it before. Mega Man Legends is like sort of a 3D RPG-esque adventure game, where this is similar. It's half that, but then half mini games. So yeah, I played both the Mega Man Legend games when I was younger, and I really enjoyed them. There was something about like just that world that I just felt like so happy playing. They've got quite a good character to them, like I was saying, but I never heard about this game. I don't know why. Probably why it is a bit more uncommon compared to the other ones. But yeah, because of that, I really wanted it, because again, I wanted to play this game. So yeah, I don't think it's like the best of games or anything like that, but it's one that I really wanted. And it's one that David Birdsall can't say need, because he's been teasing me with this game, because he's had this in his background a couple of times when he's been playing his videos. So finally got a game that Dave Birdsall had. Well, to be honest, there's quite a few games that he's got that I really, really want, because he's a bloody bugger and he gets them all flipping cheap. I'm sure he gets better deals than me. But yeah, because I think he paid like £2 for this game back in the day or something, he said. So I didn't pay £2 for this, but I didn't pay the going rate for it. So that's all that counts for me. But yeah, that is my pickups. I've got a great stack of games that I really can't wait to give a go to. And some I've actually even played for a change. That's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, thanks for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this. If not, just give me a thumbs down. Let me know that I'm shit, because everyone loves that. And it also helps promote the channel. So cheers for that, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.